Time for another special edition of Litter Media Live here on Litter Media Radio and also on our YouTube channel as well as Facebook. I'm Dan Ramey. Off to my left, these are people you've probably seen before. I have with me today in studio Noah Hiles and also Courtney Davis from the Pioneer Center. Thank you for coming in today.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
They've got their celebrity basketball game coming up tomorrow night. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But first, let me tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Custom tank colors and wraps. Find out how a propane tank can be beautiful at litterpropane.com. As we have had you folks in a couple of times, we participated with the game as well, and our Aaron Glandon will be there with cameras tomorrow night to capture all the action. This celebrity basketball game is a pretty popular event.
Yes, it is actually our part of our DD Awareness Month event schedule, but it also is bringing awareness to our Special Olympics programming here in Ross County as well. So we have around 14 celebrities, and when they get nominated on Facebook, they're like, who nominated me? I'm not a celebrity. And we're like, well, you're a community celebrity. A lot of people know you, and we want you to just come play, raise awareness for our program, get to know our athletes, and then, with hopes that they'll support us after they play in this game.
Right.
Yes.
And Noah, this is a fun game for you because the regular season is done for the Trailblazers, but you don't play outside the arc or inside the arc. You're always outside the arc, aren't you?
Yes, I'm outside shooting threes, mostly in and out. When I'm on fire, I made like 4 threes. I can make 4 threes maybe tomorrow for the celebrity game to show the celebrities we're still on a winning streak. We beat them last year, and the first year was a phenomenal year because when we have celebrities, they are like, who are we versing? I'm like, well, you're versing the Ross County Trailblazers you've never heard of, like us, for example. It's pretty fun to verse local celebrities who are from here. Like we had Clay, obviously my dad last year, who played last year. And it's a phenomenal year because we have a lot of people, and the high school gym gets so packed because we have a lot of players who are playing and people are having a good time. And the celebrities have a good time, and they said, hey, we should continue this year round. I was like, I think we should verse more local celebrities around here, and it's pretty fun because I had a good time last year, and now this year I'm going to play again, and I'm looking forward to verse the celebrities again tomorrow at Chilton High School.
I've heard you're giving some smack to Josh Cooper out at Ross County Christian Academy. Is that true?
Yes. He told me, when you do them, don't break my ankle. And I'm like, I'm trying not to, but if I do, he said, if you do break my ankle, just don't call the squad. Just use a blanket and tell them I'm fine. Don't call the squad on me. Don't call the squad on Dan Riddle, who was also one of our new celebrities, same as Josh Cooper, who I know from Ross Christian Academy because I went to his school to recruit volunteers. But we have very phenomenal good players this year and also good celebrities we had from last year and this year. And I'm like, we should just keep doing this because it's pretty fun to raise awareness for people with disabilities like us. And people are like, well, we need to keep doing this. And it's pretty fun. And Amy gets a good shout out to everybody, and she gets a shout out to Courtney for doing this. And I do appreciate the work Courtney has done for us. And we can never do nothing without Courtney and without the celebrities because,
Thanks, Noah.
And without the celebrities, we would not have a celebrity game. But with the celebrities, it's a fun game, and I have a good time against celebrities, and they are being nice to people, and they will let you shoot, and sometimes they will play a little defense on you, but normally they won't let you score a few baskets. But I just had a good time last year, even my first year and my third year playing the celebrity game. It's pretty fun for people, and I'm like, we need to continue this more to raise more awareness with people. We need to continue doing this, and I am so proud for Courtney and the Pioneer Center and the board, of course, who done this amazing, phenomenal job. So let's just keep this going, and let's see you for the future for the Rouse County Trailblazers and the Pioneer Center.
Now, let's be honest. The real celebrities are the Trailblazers.
Yes.
Because I've been there, and it's a lot of fun to watch you guys play different competition. But these local celebrities that come in, they have no sense of organization. You guys, you've got it. You've got it down. You know what? You're like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. We're like the Harlem Globetrotters. We're like, hey, we'll show you what's the Rouse County Trailblazers all about. And they're like, because when we did this for the first year, they were shocked how good we are. They're like, and it was pretty good our first year, but this year, this new celebrities we got, they're going to expect, we're going to show what's going to come to tomorrow at Chillicothe High School.
Yeah, and I think that's like DD Awareness Month is all about, promoting and inclusion with people with disabilities and celebrating their achievements, right? But my favorite part about the celebrity game are these celebrities have no idea the talent that our athletes actually have. So that's my favorite part. After the game, they're like, man, like these guys can play. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, they can, and we play local games, but we also play regionally and at the state level. And this basketball team, our Division IV team, made it to the regional finals this year. So we were a couple points shy to making it to the state tournament.
We were one away to state, but we got second, and we got runner-up. And it was very disappointing. We lost to the Newark Tigers 49-30 because we were so undefeated for the regular season, even the postseason, this regional tournament, because if we won that, we had to go to state, and Hiles State, stay in Bowling Green, but our guys won't do when that bots out or anything. But it's a pretty hard sport because D4 is the hardest competition.
Competitive. It's
very competitive, and there's going to be some good ball players. Like we have some amazing ball players this year. We recruited. We got Nate Bakerfield from St. Trace High School, and we got a phenomenal. He's 16, and we got another 16-year-old, same age as him. His name is Reese Ward, and he is a phenomenal. He will score any kind of points he will do any kind of moves, do amazing moves. Shout out to Reese and Nate, because without Reese and Nate, we would not probably go to the tournament without those two. And I'm very proud for Reese and Nate, who did a phenomenal job for the regional tournament. And I tell my dad, I want Reese and Nate to come back.
Yeah, they bringing them onto the team moved us up a division in the tournament. So they're great players, and we're lucky to have them.
Yeah.
Yep. And you talk about hitting threes several in a row. Wasn't it last year that Neon Dion Ford dropped down 4 straight three-pointers?
Yes, he did. He showed he showed Matt Thornsberry a three-pointer, and then he showed one of the DSP drivers, Dawn, last year as well. Yeah. And there's no way he's going to make another one. Oh, my gosh, Dion's going to be on fire. He was having a good time. Everybody was just having a good time. And shout out to Cassie McGuire, who does amazing, phenomenal job singing the national anthem. And she will do it again this year, and she is amazing, talented singer. Shout out to Cassie McGuire.
You not only have players, but you've got a cheerleading squad as well. And I know that Chillicothe High School cheerleaders help out there, too.
Yeah, and we're actually, Adina is bringing out some cheerleaders this year, too. So you'll see some CHS and Adina cheerleaders kind of mingled in with our cheerleaders. And they're just going to have a lot of fun and cheer on the Blazers, right, Noah?
Yep. Cheer on the Trailblazers, and they are so loud when we score in basket. And I was like, let's go, Trailblazers. And I didn't hear, Virginia, Brindy, Renee. I didn't hear a lot of cheerleaders throughout when I was playing basketball this year at OUC. Hunt University will play at our home games. And we have cheerleaders. We had Julie, who became the new head coach, one of the SSAs who works at the Pioneer Center. Shout out to her, became the new head coach, and shout out to her in the cheerleading squad because we're trying to get, maybe next year, we're trying to get the cheerleaders come to the regional tournament for our basketball teams because I was missing when I was at the basketball tournament. I just miss having the cheerleaders around us because there were other teams have cheerleaders, and I'm saying, why we didn't have our cheerleaders to go? Why when we didn't have them? But
Yeah, that's a Courtney mistake.
and I'm not blaming her. I don't want to blame her. I don't want to blame her for that. But
it's added expense. You got to make room for everybody in that respect. We want to take a look at the names of those who will be playing, and that includes Alan Kosman, Chloe Cottrell, Dan Riddle. Ella Skeens is going to be there in a spirit capacity because she was on the list but unfortunately unable to attend. But Josh Cooper, Kevin Netter, he's a tall guy. Have you seen him yet?
I haven't seen him, but I'll see his tallness tomorrow.
Yeah.
You will. He casts a long shadow. Shane Meyer will be there along with Bill Betson, Daisha Gearhart, DeMarco Washington, J.T. Gray, Josh Jones, and Kyle Strange. Those are the people that you want to go, and those are the local celebrities. But like I said, these guys, the Trailblazers, are the true celebrities. And I feel for Alan Blue because Alan is the co-coach for the celebrities. And I told him, I said, Alan, you're never going to win this game.
Yes. And poor Alan, we're going to let him represent Unioda. He can wear those, golden purple colors.
Do his little U thing.
Yeah, and then we actually have Robert Rittinger is going to be another Trailblazer on the celebrity bench this year, kind of coaching against us. So they have a lot of fun with that.
Tyler Cassidy from Circleville is going to be there.
Yes.
He's
So
St. Trace now.
Yeah, he teaches at Circleville, but is the boys' head coach at Zane Trace. So he has actually participated and played in the Pickaway County games that they put on. And I said, well, this time we just want you to coach, So he might be itching to get out there and play a little bit, but we're excited to have him.
Yeah, even your umpires or your officials are the celebrities, so to speak. Anthony Beverly and also Mike Strasball, who I remember watching Mike play in high school. Yeah. As you mentioned, Cassie McGuire is going to sing the national anthem, and your commentator will be Chris Scott, and there's another big voice that people are familiar with.
Yes.
From a big guy.
Yeah, yes. We love us some Chris. Happy to have him. He'll have a good time on the mic. During the game, we've seen referees maybe not call the right calls, on the celebrities, and we have a little bit of fun, and the commentator gets into that as well. Yeah, so I'm sure he'll do a great job. Yep.
We did had Jamie Lowe who called a traveling on Steve or Luke Feeney, and Luke, he wasn't mad or anything, but it was pretty fun. They'd call a little traveling on Luke or Steve Clever, who was the CEO to YMCA, and he was shaking his head like, oh, I didn't travel. Like, he's just being silly. The officials are not going to call anything. They're just being silly with you guys. They're not going to call anything bad.
I think they threw the ball to him, and as soon as they caught it, they called a traveling call.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun to get out and enjoy this. I know you've got a number of sponsors. Do you want me to mention those?
Yeah, go ahead.
Since I've got them right in front of us here. The Chillicothe Masonic Lodge number 6 is always there, along with the Moose Lodge 1626, Homeland Credit Union, along with Home Investment Services, Dave Strickland State Farm Insurance, who played last year or the year before, and Tertullian Fence Company, along with the COPC Physicians. Wayne Beam is my personal doctor. If he's there, you give in. And his wife used to be a cheerleader at CHS.
Oh, okay, and his wife is actually one of our board members now at Pioneer Schools or Pioneer Center. So, good family.
But you also have contributions from Dan Riddle. So he bought his way into the game.
Yeah. Okay. Bought his way in.
Dan is he the board president?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. And also Leonard and Bonnie's Buildings and Mark and Kelly Johnson, state representative for Ohio. So fantastic. Now, this is all for tomorrow night. Doors will open at 6, and you'll have everything introduced by 6:45, and then the game will begin. But we want to talk about another event that you've got coming up.
Yes.
Chicken Noodle Dinner.
Yes. Yeah, the Chillicothe Masons, Scioto Lodge number 6, they one of their big initiatives is to support their local Special Olympics programs, and they hold a chicken noodle dinner every April. It's usually at the first Thursday in April, and they hold it up at the Shrine, Ross County Shrine Club, and the food is phenomenal. I'm going to use the phenomenal word that he's used a few times because it is delicious. $10 meals, and then they have some desserts that are, extra dollar here and there. But very good. I think it's 11 to 6 p.m. on that day.
On Thursday, April 3rd, so a week from tomorrow.
Yes. And you can actually call for deliveries. They have a drive-through, so you can just go up there and just drive through, or you can go inside the Shrine Club and eat at a table.
And all the proceeds go right to the Ross County Special Olympics.
Yes, it does. It's a big donation to us, so we appreciate anybody going out to support.
Now, as we switch gears here, basketball is done. Now what is ahead for our Special Olympians?
Yeah, you want to tell them what sports have we already began for this spring?
We're in spring right now. We're in spring season. We're already starting track and field, and we're starting bowling, and also I'm in powerlifting, so I'm in powerlifting season right now.
We're really excited. Powerlifting, Ben Hatmaker has opened his doors to his new gym, Stacked Social Club on Water Street, so we're, practicing in there, an amazing facility. So happy there. And then track and field, coached by Lori Graves, of course. We love Lori. And we hold our practices at CHS football field track.
You had a state champion last year in the powerlifting?
We
had
had
the year before?
Well, we had two actually. We had Jonathan Jeffers, who I don't remember how he pulled, but we had Caleb Giles, who pulled 402 deadlift. But obviously, I got fourth of mine. I was hoping to win gold, but I got beat by a person.
World champion,
Derek Ford, who deadlifted 622 pounds, and and there was no state champion, but I'm trying to get gold again. I'm gonna try and get gold again this year.
Yeah, Kevin Dirth, he is out of Pike County, but he has been our coach. He's back for the third year in a row. Really does great with the guys. They keep improving every year. And big things are going to happen this year at state for us. So
when you see Kevin, tell him I said hi.
Okay.
Kevin and I go way back as well.
Cool.
And
Nice.
I wouldn't be able to power lift. I have trouble with a bag of dog food.
Every time I go in the gym, I'm like, man, guys, I need to be doing this with you. And they say, you say that every time, Courtney. Well, I'm a mom now.
Yeah, precisely. You're picking up kids.
Yes.
So that's enough.
Yep.
Anything that we have missed? Wanted to make sure people know.
I don't think so. Tomorrow night is free. Doors are open, free. We are raising some money through the evening, and all those proceeds will go to Ross County Special Olympics. The celebrities this year are competing with a point system. If they shared our event on social media, they received points. The most creative outfit on the court tomorrow night will receive some points. And then for every dollar that gets donated to each celebrity, $1 per point. So, or a point per dollar, whatever. So at the end, we will be for the first time ever, having a new title of Celebrity Champion of the Evening. So
Nice.
Just something different to raise some money for our program. Our athletes do not pay to play. And as a longtime athlete myself, I never realized how expensive sports were. Yeah. But it is. We do a lot of traveling. We're on the road, hotels, transportation, food, uniforms, equipment. Everything really adds up. So any community sport we can get, we appreciate.
And also, you could get a red shirt tomorrow at the game if you want one.
Yes, we're selling our program T-shirts for the first time at the event. So, yeah, it'll be a fun night.
I imagine there might be somebody willing to pay $20 to see Dan Riddle in a tutu.
Ooh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I like to see that. I just like to see that. He can wear that in the Nets. If they have a board meeting, he can wear that.
Yes.
I like to see that.
Yep.
Well, Courtney, Noah, I appreciate you guys coming in to talk about this event. Unfortunately, I can't be there tomorrow night, but our Aaron Glandon will be. So watch for some visuals from that tomorrow night. And also, we'll probably have something on our daily show on Friday. So, Courtney Davis, Noah Hiles, Go Trailblazers.
Go Blazers.
Take care of those celebrities. And thank you for watching, and thanks also to Litter Quality Propane for this advertisement of this segment here on Litter Media.